Hello, my dear students. Welcome to English Literature class. Students, today we are going to read the chapter number 8, Christmas, written by Louisa May Alcott of class 6th on page number 56. Students, this story is written by Louisa May Alcott. This is a real story of the author Louisa. Christmas is a story of 4 sisters and their mother, Mrs. March. Names of the 4 sisters in this story are Jo, Meg, Beth, and Amy. In this story, the author plays the role of Jo. She explains about the experience of her family on a Christmas day. In this story, their father had gone to civil war, so this is a story of a poor family. Reading from the first paragraph of this chapter, the incident in this story occurred during the American Civil War from 1861 to 1865. The American Civil War was fought between the United States and 11 southern states that had withdrawn from the Union and formed the Confederate States of America. There were many reasons for the war, and amongst them were the demands for abolition of bonded labor and slavery. Students, this is the story when American Civil War between United States and 11 southern states was going on. There were many reasons of this ongoing war, and bonded labor and slavery was one of the reasons among them. So, Christmas was nearly coming. Fine. स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ पे उन्होंने क्या बताया कि जो अमेरिकन सिविल वॉर है उसका रीज़न्स काफ़ी ज़्यादा थे, पर उसका जो मेन रीज़न उन्होंने बताया कि उनके बीच में जो एक रीज़न बताया है दैट इज़ बॉन्डेड लेबर एंड स्लेवरी. दैट मीन्स ज़बरदस्ती किसी से काम करवाना, किसी को अपना गुलाम बनाना. फाइन. सो दिस वॉज द मेन रीज़न फॉर द अमेरिकन सिविल वॉर ड्यूरिंग द 1861 to 1865. Christmas won't be Christmas without any present, grumbled Joe, lying on the rug. It's so dreadful to be poor, sighed Meg, looking down at her old dress. I don't think it's fair for some girls to have plenty of pretty things and other girls nothing at all, added little Amy with an injured sniff. We have got father and mother and each other, said Beth contentedly from her corner. Students, here Jo, one of the sisters, complained for not having the presents on Christmas. She said there is no enjoy on Christmas without presents. But the second sister, Meg, heaved a sigh of relief and said to be a poor is very bad and unpleasant. Amy, with her sniffed voice, sniffed means, see students, speak in a way that nose makes sound because of cold or crying. So, Amy, with her sniffed voice, said that it was unfair that many of the girls are so rich and having plenty of pretty material for Christmas, and other have nothing. Beth, who was the eldest amongst all, she spoke with a satisfaction that they should be thankful for having parents. The 4 young faces on which the firelight shone brightened at the cheerful words, but darkened again as Jo said sadly, "We haven't got father and shall not have him for a long time." She didn't say perhaps never, but each silently added it, thinking of father far away where the fighting was. See students, but Jo said sadly that they have not got father because that time their father was far away fighting in war, and all the sisters were thinking that he won't come. Nobody spoke for a minute. Then Meg said in an appropriate altered tone, "You know the reason mother proposed not having any presents this Christmas because it is going to be a hard winter for everyone. We can't do much, but we can make our little sacrifices and ought to do it gladly. I am afraid I don't. And Meg shook her head as she thought regretfully of all the pretty things she wanted. स्टूडेंट्स, क्या था, क्रिसमस डे थे बट ऑन गोइंग वॉर चल रहा था, अमेरिकन सिविल वॉर. तो जो 4 सिस्टर्स थी दे वर वेरी लाइक एक्साइटेड फॉर द क्रिसमस. फाइन, बट क्या हुआ, उनके फादर सिविल वॉर में फ़ाइटिंग कर रहे थे और उनकी मदर ने मना किया था कि उन्होंने इस क्रिसमस पे कोई भी प्रेजेंट्स नहीं लेने थे. तो वो 4 सिस्टर्स इस चीज़ के लिए काफ़ी ज़्यादा डिसअपॉइंटेड थी कि इस क्रिसमस उन्हें कोई भी गिफ्ट, कोई भी प्रेजेंट्स नहीं मिलने वाले. फाइन, और यहाँ पे नोबडी स्पोक फॉर अ मिनट. नाउ दे वर थिंकिंग अबाउट देयर फादर. There was a pin drop silent for a moment. Then Meg altered the topic and said that it was going to be a hard winter and they should help the poor and the people who were sacrificing for their families in the war. Meg was not glad. She thought regretfully because of all pretty things she wanted. We have each got $1 and the army wouldn't be much helped by our giving that. I agree not to expect anything from mother or you, but I do want to buy Undine and Cintron for myself. I have wanted it so long, said Joe, who was a bookworm. Students, here Joe, who was a bookworm. Bookworm means a person who likes reading books very much. So she liked reading books. She said that they each had only $1 and they would not help with that money. It was not enough for army to help. So she accepted that she didn't expect anything from mother and her sisters, but she had wanted to buy the books so long. Here Undine and Cintron is the name of book. I planned to spend mine in few music, said Beth with a little sigh which no one heard but the hearth brush and the kettle holder. I shall get a nice box of drawing pencils. I really need them, said Amy decidedly. Students, now Beth, the third sister, spoke in low sound because she was shy in nature. She had planned to buy some music album, but nobody heard her. Here, the Victorian expression is given, the hearth brush and the kettle holder. This is used, which means no one was there to hear her. That means nobody was listening to her. Now Amy, who was the youngest among 4, spoke. She wanted to buy a box of drawing pencils. Mother didn't say anything about our money and she won't wish us to give up everything. Let's each buy what we want and have a little fun. I'm sure we work hard enough to earn it, cried Joe. Students, now Joe got an idea to do work for earning money. She cried that their mother would not mind if they buy what they wanted. I know I do, teaching those tiresome children nearly all day when I'm longing to enjoy myself at home, began Meg in the complaining tone again. स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ वो जो गर्ल्स थी वो अपनी अपनी डिमांड्स बता रही थी कि उन्होंने क्या कुछ सोच रखा था क्रिसमस पे लेने के लिए, और उन्होंने सोचा कि उनके पास सिर्फ $1 ही है, तो वो आर्मी की हेल्प तो कर नहीं सकती क्योंकि आर्मी को इतने डॉलर्स से कोई हेल्प नहीं होने वाली. पर अब उन्होंने सोचा, जो के पास एक आइडिया आया कि क्यों ना वो बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत करे ताकि वो मनी अर्न कर सके अपनी डिमांड्स को, अपनी विशेस को पूरा करने के लिए. नाउ मैग mentioned a complaint that she does the volunteer work by teaching the poor children and also admitted that Though it was not easy task for her to do, even she used to do, even she liked to stay home. You don't have half such a hard time as I do, said Joe. How would you like to be shut up for hours with a nervous, fussy old lady who keeps you trotting, is never satisfied, and worries you till you are ready to cry? Here Joe mentioned her to prefer to remain silent for hours for nervous, fussy old lady who keeps trembling, never satisfied you and bothering you until you are ready to cry. ये सारी चीज़ें वो किसको कह रही है? मैक को कह रही है कि तुम्हें लगता है कि तुम्हारा काम बहुत ज़्यादा, तुम्हारा टास्क टफ है, पर तुम्हें नहीं पता कि जब हम कोई किसी के अंडर काम करते हैं तो वो कितना मुश्किल हो जाता है किसी काम को करना और किसी के अंडर रहना, और तब तक वो सेटिस्फाइड नहीं होता पर्सन जब तक वो क्राई ना कर दे। दैट मीन्स वो बॉदर करते हैं उनको उनके अंडर काम करने के लिए। इट्स नॉटी टू फ्रेट बट आई टू थिंक वॉशिंग डिशेस एंड कीपिंग थिंग्स टाइडी इज़ द वर्स्ट वर्क इन द वर्ल्ड। अब पता चल रहा है इस पैराग्राफ से कि क्यों जो ऐसा कह रही थी कि किसी के अंडर ऐसे काम करना, क्योंकि वो सोच रहे थे हम किसी के बर्तन साफ़ करके या घर क्लीन करके मनी अर्न करेंगे। तो यहाँ पे जो बेथ है उसने ये मेंशन किया कि ये बहुत ज़्यादा डिफ़िकल्ट टास्क है। इट मेक्स माई हैंड्स गेट सो स्टिफ, I can't practice well at all. And Beth looked at her rough hands with a sigh that anyone could hear that time. तो यहाँ पे बेथ ने बताया कि washing dishes and keeping things tidy is the worst work in the, but Beth, who was very shy, who was very calm in nature, denied to do the work of washing dishes. From her point of view, it was the worst work ever, and she saw her hands with an awe that anyone could hear at that time. I don't believe any of you suffer as I do, cried Amy, for you don't have to go to school with the impertinent girls who plague you if you don't know your lesson and laugh at your dresses and insult you when your nose isn't nice. Don't you wish we had the money Papa lost when we were little, Joe? Dear me, how happy and good we would be if we had no worries, said Meg, who could remember better times. Students, now the poor Amy, who was not satisfied with her school life, she mentioned her problems, that how does she feel in the school when the other girls disrespect her and laugh at her, when she doesn't learn her lesson and clean her nose. That caused a lot of trouble for her. Here at the end paragraph on the page number 57, Joe recalled her old memories and wished to have that money which their father lost when they were little. Meg also thought the same and remembered the better times. स्टूडेंट्स, लास्ट पे क्या हुआ कि जो है उसको याद आया कि जब वो बहुत छोटे थे तब उनके पापा से बहुत ज़्यादा मनी लॉस्ट हो गई थी। वो सोचते हैं अगर आज उनके पास वो मनी होती तो उन्हें इतना सोचना नहीं पड़ता, उनकी लाइफ काफ़ी ज़्यादा बेटर होती। मैग ने भी ऐसा ही सोचा और अपने ओल्ड टाइम जो बेटर टाइम्स थे उनको रिमेंबर किया। सो after this, the story we will read in our next video. Thank you students. Have a good day. Have a wonderful day. Kindly watch this video very carefully, and you are always free to ask any questions, and you can ask these questions in my virtual class. Thank you.